السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. اللهم يا مفهم سليمان فهمنا ويا معلم داود علمنا، اللهم آمين. حياكن الله، طبتن وطاب مثواكن وتبوأتن من الجنة مقعدا. We continue inshallah the lessons of Nouraniya, and today it is the second lesson, and this lesson is related to the previous lesson, but I put the letters together with their spelling and not with their voice. 2 or 3 letters together with the comparison or the difference of muraqqaq and mufakham, the heavy letter and the light letter. Be careful not to separate letters. We're gonna to read the letters together. Sometimes we notice that the drawing changes a lot. Of course, it is not like the independent letter, the letter which are alone. These letters, the composite letter, their form is changed. Why? Because in Arabic, the form in the beginning of the word and in the second word and in the third word, if it is connected or separated, it changes their form. Okay, the voice is the same, but the form it is not the same. We have also the Nouraniya method can be adopted by writing to learn to write letters in places, the first, middle, of the end of the word. Sometimes we notice that the drawing changes a lot, as I have said, in the first, the middle, and the end of the word. We're going to start, inshallah, directly with reading the second lesson. الدرس الثاني, which means the second lesson. حروف الهجاء المركبة, which means in English the composed letters. ألف, لام ألف, لام ألف, باء ألف, لام ألف, لام. Here we have ألف and lam. They are independent letters. But لام ألف, لام ألف, باء ألف, and لام ألف composed letter. And here the form of each letter gonna to be changed. So here we have Lam Alif. It is not like the independent lam. She gives her left hand. Okay. We have also another form of writing Lam Alif. The third case in the first line. It is the same pronunciation as the second case, but the form is changed. We have also another in Lam Alif, and this is these forms you're gonna to find it in the Quranic writing. I continue. Lam Alif, Lam Ha, Lam Alif, Ba Lam Ba, Kaf, Kaf, Kaf Ba, Kaf Ba, Kaf Alif, كاف ألف, با كاف تا, تا كاف ثا. What we're gonna to see here, we have also lam alif in the first case. In the second line, the lam alif, it is attached. Lam ha, you can write it like that, as I write it here in the paper, and we can find it in the Quran like that. We have also lam alif in another way. Ba lam ba. Okay, the general base is that the first letter give the left hand. The second letter give the right and the left hand, and the third letter give the right hand. But if it is separated, she gives nothing, which means in the first, the beginning, which means the beginning of the word, each letters give their left hand, the second the right and the left, and the third there are 2 ways either attached or separated. If it is attached, it gives its right hand. If it is separated, it gives nothing. This is the base. But of course, always there are exceptions in language. Here in Arabic letters, there are 28 letters, but there are 6 letters which give not or don't give their link hand, and these letters are waw, alif, dal, dhal, ra, za. So these letters do not give the left hand. Okay, this is the exception of the Arabic letter. We continue, inshallah. Ba, ta, tha, noon, ya, ba, alif. So ba, ta, tha, noon, ya. These are independent letters. And ba, alif. Ba, it is in the beginning of the word, so she gives her left hand. And alif, so it is attached to ba. But alif, if there is another letter after the alif do not give its left hand, as I have said, between the exceptions. The alif do not give her or its left hand. Noon alif, ta alif, ya alif, tha alif, and here we notice that noon, ta, ya, tha, all these letters give their left hand, and noon, it is totally changed as the ta, ya, and the tha, the noon and the ya change their form like the ta, tha, and ba. Ba, sin, ya, sin. We have here ba in the beginning of the word, so it gives its left hand, and yeah, the same thing. Noon, sin, ta, sin, tha, sin, tha, jim, ta, ha, noon, kha, the same thing. Tha, jim, ta, ha, noon, kha, the tha, ta, and noon give their left hand, but this form we can find it in the Quranic book, not in the standard Arabic. We continue. Ya, ha, ba, jim, ya, mim, ba, mim, noon, mim, ta, mim. We notice in this line, ya, ha, ba, jim, the ya and ba give their left hand, and they are attached with the ha, jim, and we can write it like that. And the letter mim has many forms. Okay, there is the ya mim, this form, ba mim, noon mim, and ta mim. Tha mim, ba ya, ya, noon ya, ta ya, tha ya. We have here ba ya, and we notice here that in the standard Arabic, the ya also have 2 points, but in the Quranic letters you can find it without these points. Noon, ba, lam, ta, noon, lam, ba, ya, lam, ya, ta, lam, fa, lam, noon, ba, noon. We have here noon, ba, lam. The noon, there is 3 letters. There are 3 letters. So in the beginning of the word noon, ba, lam, we have noon, and noon gives its left hand. The ba, the two hands. There is the right and the left, and lam, it is attached. So if it is attached, it gives its right hand. The same thing with the other letters. Ba, noon, noon, ta, ya, noon, ya, ta, noon, tha, noon. Here the same thing as the previous line. Jim, ha, kha. Here jim, ha, kha. they are independent letter. And now we're gonna to start as connected letters. ح ث خ ب جيم ت ت ح ت يا جيم ب ب خ ت. Here what we have here, we have ح. We're gonna to get rid of its belly or its semicircle, and also kha and jim. And of course, if it is related with other letters, so in the first letter it gives its left hand, yeah, and in the second it gives the two hands, the right and the left, and in the third letters or the final letters or at the end, it gives, if it is connected, gives its right hand, or if it is separated, it gives nothing. Ta, ha, ba, ta, ya, ha, ta, ha, noon, ta. What we notice here, there is a ta. A ta, there are three ways and three forms. There is the open ta, and this open ta we can find it with the verbs, and there are exceptions with the noun. But if it is closed, it is related with the nouns or adjectives, okay? And if it is connected, you can find it as the fourth case. And if it is separated, you can find it as the second case in the third line. And we have also the same thing with ha. The ha, we have noticed before that the ha in the first lesson, in the last line, it is as a circle. But if it is connected, and I talk, by the way, at the end of the letters and not in the beginning, did not start yet. And we have also here the ha in the in the last case, in the third line. You can find it in the Quran like that, and not in the standard Arabic. We continue with the fourth line. Noon, ta, ha, ya, ha, ba, ba, ha, alif, ba, ha, mim. We have here the letter ha. The letter ha in the beginning of the word, and the second in the middle of the word. We can find it like that, as the other previous letters. In the first or in the beginning of the word, it gives its left hand. In the middle, the two hands, and in the at the end, we have noticed in the third line, in the third case, and the fifth case. Dal, ذال, jim, dal, kha, ذال. Here, the letter dal and ذال don't give their left hand, okay? As I have said, there are 6 letters which do not give their left hand. Alif, dal, dal, ra, za, and waw. If there is a letter after dal, there is no connection between them. Ra, za, jim, ra, kha, za, ra, za, ya, ra, ta, za. The same thing with the ra and za. They are a separated letter with the letter that comes after these 6 letters. Sin, shin, sin, lam, shin, lam. So sin, shin, and lam, they're normal letters which give their link and right hands. Sad, dad, ta, va, they are heavy letters. Sad, ba, we cannot say sad, ba. Sad, heavy, ba, light. Ta, ba, ta, heavy, ba, light. Dad, alif, the same thing. Dad is heavy and alif is light. And we notice here that sin, sheen, lam, sad and dad get rid of their belly or semicircle if they are connected with another letters. Ain, ghain, hamza. These are independent letters. Now, ain, za, ghain, ra. In the beginning of the word, they give only their left hand. Sad, ain, dad, ghain. Here, at the end of the word, it is another form. They become as an inverted triangle. So here the ain, the form of the ain, it is not the same as the first in the beginning, which means in the beginning of the word. It is not the same thing. We have also, and I talk with ain ghain, not a hamza. The last line, ba ain dal. We have here ain, the same head as the previous line in the last and before the last case, but they get rid of their semicircle or their belly. The same thing with ghain, ta, ghain, dal, and we notice here that dal and dal, if there is letters after these two letters, they are separated letter and don't give their left hand. Hamza, hamza, hamza. We notice here that there is alif and hamza, waw and hamza, and ya and hamza. These are chairs of hamza, okay? And we cannot talk about it, okay? So we cannot say alif hamza, waw hamza, ya hamza. This is wrong. We say hamza, hamza, hamza. Only hamza. We don't pronounce the chairs of hamza. Fa, qaf, wow. These are independent letters, and now we're gonna to see them with the composite letter. Qaf, wow. There is no semicircle of the qaf in the first or the beginning of the word. Fa, wow. Fa, qaf, lam. We notice here that fa and qaf in the beginning of the word there is a neck, but in the second or the middle of the word there is no neck here. So here there is the form is changed here. Qaf, fa, lam, ya, fa, mim, mim. So the forms of the mim here, as we have said in the first page. Hamim, lamim, tamim, tamim, ta. So these are our letters today. It is very important to not to separate the letters and to notice the drawing of the letters that changes a lot. And we should make a difference between the heavy letters and the light letters. الحروف المفخمة والحروف المرققة. I'm going to give you 3 or 5 letters to write it without seeing the pages. The first one is ثا جيم. The second one is با لام با. The third one is يا ألف. The fourth one is يا ها با. And the final one or the last one is قاف لام. I'm gonna to give you some notice and the pages where you can find the position of the letter in the beginning, the middle, and at the end of the words, and how the forms are changed. Thank you for your listening. جزاكم الله خيرا ونفع الله بكم. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.